So one of the most typical German foods is Spätzle, or in German we say Spätzle. This special kind of noodle is the most delicious pasta and my absolute favorite. I will teach you how to make Spätzle because I think this traditional recipe is new for you, and I love sharing my family's traditions during my exchange year. Since I was a kid, making Spätzle at home was always very special to me because my family still uses the recipe and utensils that have been in my family for generations. So today I am going to show you how to make this traditional recipe. I will talk about the different utensils, the ingredients you need, and how to make the dough for Spätzle. To give you a better insight, I am also going to tell you what Germans usually eat it with. I'm going to start off with the basic information you need to know, which would be the ingredients and utensils. So there are many different recipes, but for my family's version, you only need like 5 to 6 ingredients. And I have prepared like the dry ingredients and the red ingredients. So for the dry ingredients, you need 2 cups of flour. I only have like half the recipe today to kind of save some and not to waste stuff. So that's 2 cups of flour and a tablespoon of salt. And for the red ingredients, you need 2 small eggs, 4 tablespoons of sour cream, and 4 tablespoons of water. And then I said 5 to 6 ingredients because there's one additional ingredients that would be butter, and you don't need it for the dough, but some people like to put the Spätzle, like the noodles, into butter after you cook it, just to make them more soft and moist and stuff, but that's optional. And that's it. You really don't need much to make Spätzle, so yeah. The utensils you need are a large bowl, or that's just a medium-sized bowl because I don't have that much ingredients today, and measuring cups, measuring spoons, and a whisk, and then you also want a close meshed strainer, and a large spoon, and a Spätzle press. And this is like the most special thing about this recipe, maybe, like at least for the utensils. My family uses like a really old Spätzle press, and my grandma used it, and just like that's like really old. But this one is from Mrs. Gust because she had it at home, and it also has like different, so you can have different size of Spätzle. So it's like 2 different things. And so later I'm gonna show you how to press it through, and I'm gonna use like the big holes today. So yeah, you basically just wanna like press the dough through this. It kind of looks like a really giant garlic press. So. Okay. Of course, I have already everything measured and prepared. So now we can make the dough. Okay, to start, I'm just gonna put the flour in my bowl, and you usually, so that's why I brought a closed mesh strainer, you usually want to put your flour through the strainer because it makes the flour like really fine, and then you don't have lumps in your dough later and stuff, but I already did it, so I don't have to do it now. And my wet ingredients, so that's egg, water, and sour cream. Oh yeah, and fun fact, in Germany we have sour cream, but for this recipe usually use something that's like in between cream and sour cream. So it's, yeah, I don't really know, but in America you don't have this. So I just needed to use like sour cream, but it works too. So it's not, yeah, it's something in between sour cream and cream. Okay, so I'm just gonna start mixing this all together. And usually this is like really hard, and you have to have a lot of muscles. And so my dad makes it all the time at home, just because it's kind of hard to like get it mixed up and stuff. But if it's too hard, you can also add some more water or switch your arms. It's not too hard. And then I like this whisk because you can kind of like turn it so it falls down. Fancy. yeah. And I also kind of like to turn the whisk a little bit, or you can also use like an electrical hand mixer, so it's easier. But I just didn't want to use it today because it's kind of loud. Or you could use your hands too, but it's really sticky. Exactly. So you want the dough to be really sticky and it kind of looks like Play-Doh. Yeah. So that's what it looks like. And I am going to show you how you would press it through. So, I'm just gonna use this for now. And you want to add about maybe half a cup into the press. You can also use your hands, of course, wash them before you use them. And then you would just press it through, and you can also see how it comes through. It's really cool. And then you want them to be so long, and then you can just cut it off with a knife, and then you want to put them into boiling water with salt. That would be your next step. And you know when the spatula are ready when they come to the top of the water, and then you can just take a spoon, a large spoon, and then take them out of the water, and then they're done. So now that I showed you how to make spätzle, of course you need to know what you're eating it with, because plain noodles can be boring. So the most famous way in Germany to eat spätzle with is probably schnitzel. It's basically meat. I think you know what it is too. But I'm a vegetarian, so I don't really like that. But there are great options for me too. But because I can eat spätzle as Käsespätzle, which means cheese spätzle. And that's basically like mac and cheese, but you bake it in the oven and serve it with roasted onions. As you can see, spätzle is a very easy, diverse, and delicious food. And now that I showed you what you need to make spätzle and how to make it and what you eat it with, I hope all of you will try it at home. And I promise you that your parents will be very impressed if you cook a German recipe at home, which is probably new for them too. Spätzle never disappoints. Thank you for listening to my speech.